fishing at the great feeder canals and I see an osprey nest. I think there's babies in that nest. I just saw the one osprey fly in. Yeah, there she is. Oh, this is terrific. Right on top of the foam pole. They're good fishery. There you can see that mother taking care of her babies.
Good morning. Welcome to the Backyard Professor videos. I'm Kerry Schertz, the Backyard Professor. There's a good shot of the early morning sky. The sun is just up. We are going to talk about the books of Enoch and discuss with you the idea, the main idea, the Merkabah mysticism idea that the books of Enoch expound on. The rabbis were very secretive about this. I'm going to share with you what I believe is one of the grand secrets of the Merkabah mysticism of the book of Enoch. I'm going to use the patriarch Enoch as the example. All right. My good friend Andrei Orlov, in his excellent book, The Enoch Metatron Tradition, has shared some information that I believe is invaluable for us, for understanding who we really are and what our potential really is. Orlov is one of the world's foremost Enoch scholars. The books of Enoch have transformed our understanding of the visions and the prophecies of Ezekiel, Daniel, Adam, several of the images of Jacob's ladder, and none especially more than Enoch himself. Here's what Orlov says in the Enoch Metatron Tradition, page 11. In 2nd Enoch, the conceptual center is situated in the idea of Enoch's transformation into a high celestial being. Here we have the earthly prophet Enoch being transformed into a high celestial being. He says on page 13, the account of Enoch's extraction from his earthly garments and his transfiguration into the glorious one. There are other Enoch traditions that call him the lesser Yahweh. Here a mortal has specifically been made into the divine, which is his divine potential. Orlov goes into extensive information on the Enoch texts, the Merkabah mysticism, and the ideas portrayed there that are absolutely stunning. Hopefully I'll have enough time to share as much of it as I can with you anyway. On page 79, the idea of the title that's given to Enoch is that of the chosen one. And this, in the similitudes, they paint a picture, the similitudes of Enoch, paints a picture of a high elevated celestial being. But this is Enoch, who has become a celestial being. The chosen one is the one who has been installed on the throne of glory, reserved for God alone. Enoch is put on that throne. The chosen one was set on his throne of glory by the Lord of Spirits. Larry Hurtado notes that the chosen one seems to act as judge on God's behalf in the name of the Lord of Spirits, 1 Enoch 55 verse 4. And in this capacity sits upon a throne that is closely linked with God. On page 80, the profile of the Son of Man. Now, Enoch in the Enoch texts is called the Son of Man, exactly as Ezekiel is, and exactly as Daniel discusses this Son of Man, and later on in the New Testament times, Jesus is likewise called the Son of Man. He says this profile as an elevated celestial being recalls the figure of the chosen one analyzed in the previous section that I just talked about. As with the chosen one, the Son of Man is a character associated with the celestial secrets who has also a throne of glory. This is the Son of Man who was righteous and with whom righteousness dwells, for the Lord of spirits has chosen him. Or the Lord of spirits has appointed him and glorified him. Now the idea of the glorification is the exalting of a human to the station of godhood. This is the theme of the books of Enoch. In the similitudes on page 81 of Orlov, the text understands this character as a pre-existent character, even possibly a divine being who received his name actually before the time of creation. This is the idea of Enoch being changed into the name of Metatron. He had that name. The Son of Man was in God's mind even before the creation. This recalls a passage from Isaiah 49:1. In this text, the servant of the Lord defines himself in similar terms, saying that the Lord called me before I was born, while I was in my mother's womb, he named me. On page 83, Orlov notes, and this is very good too, this is a very interesting idea here. The similitudes seem to entertain the idea of a heavenly twin, or a counterpart of a visionary, when they identify Enoch with the Son of Man. James Vanderkam suggests that the puzzle of the similitudes can be explained by the Jewish belief, attested in several ancient Jewish texts, that a creature of flesh and blood could have a heavenly double or a counterpart, and that the similitude Son of Man is depicted as seated on the throne of glory. Jarl Fossum observes that in the similitudes the elect one, or the chosen one, or the Son of Man is identified as the patriarch Enoch himself. This is enthroned upon the throne of glory, the Son of Man figure. If glory does not qualify the throne but its occupant, Enoch is actually identified with the glory of God. Fossum further concludes that the similitudes of Enoch present an early parallel to the Targumic description of Jacob being seated upon the throne of glory. It's very interesting there, isn't it? Finally, on page 84, he notes, in the light of the Jewish traditions about the heavenly counterpart of the visionary, Vanderkam's thesis appears to be plausible. It is possible that in the similitudes, the seventh antediluvian patriarch Enoch was actually identified with the Son of Man and the Chosen One and other titles pertaining to this figure. That's utterly fascinating to realize that this Son of Man is the heavenly counterpart of the earthly man. And when he sees that man on the throne, it's his higher self. This has been established in the biblical scholarship now. Let me share some more information with you.